Hey guys, Mike here. Thanks for tuning in to Mike's RC Corner. I'm doing a running video. Excited about this one, the WLTOYS L323, the 110 scale short course truck. Today's late January 2018 and it's very warm out this time of year. It's plus 10 Celsius, but at that price we're gonna have a windy day. As you can see, the trees are moving and I'm using the house right now to block it, but bear with me if there's some wind noise. Now this is a 110 scale truck, and I have lots of short course trucks, and here's another one in my collection. So I just thought I'd bring it out and show you a comparison of what it's like. You know, you can see hopefully that the wheelbase is a little bit off, and I'm okay with that because many people argue that 110 short course trucks, they're actually almost identical wheelbases to 1/8 scale buggies. And if you ever race the low C buggy, the 4-wheel drive 1/8 scale, you realize, and you drive the short course truck, the low C, you realize it's basically the same thing. They just changed a few things on it, the body mounts and stuff, and changed the ESC so it raced on 2-cell, because most short course truck racing is on 2-cell, I believe. Anyways, that's the OFNA truck, so they're pretty comparable. The big issue here is if this body ever gets wrecked up, these bodies won't really fit on that great. They'd be a lot bigger. I'm not sure, and this one seems to be a lot narrower too, as you can see how much wider stance is on this one, so it's almost a full wheel width wider. But anyways, we're not here to see the OFNA. It was just a comparison. Guys, I'm going to take this to the road and we're going to turn it on and see how it does. Okay, here we go. So pardon any wind noise, guys, and I got an older WLTOYS standard radio, just one that got batteries in. You can use any of these type of radios with any of the RCs. They bind on, power on, and you can just trim it up as you go. This one looks like it's going to need a little trimming here. I didn't want to really mean a comparison earlier to about the RCs being racing. Obviously those are more racing style ones that I was showing you. This is not really meant for racing. As you can see, it's got some hard tires, and the road has grit on it because of the sand and salt that they put down for the winter time. These warmer tires, the road is cold, and these hard tires are going to spin out on it. As you can see. And that's top speed right there. Oh, the brakes, and it just keeps going. And the wind is going across this way, if you can see the flag. So you can do lots of donuts here because of the hard tires. So definitely one of the things you can want to do is change the tires on this thing. But definitely lots of fun, and we'll try it here on the grass. The grass is a little soggy. As you can see, we have some snowbanks left over. Well, it definitely is holding up very well on the off-road part. And you remember, this is a 2-wheel drive, and that's why there's going to be a lot of fishtailing in the back. That's top speed. I think it's pretty close to 45 kilometers. They advertise 50. I'm sure you can get there. playing with the trim a bit. Two-wheel drive is actually a lot of fun to drive because you don't, you really have to steer it and manage it and let you do some cool stuff. Four-wheel drive tends to be a little more point and shoot, and two-wheel drive you have to finesse it a bit, and I enjoy that. Well, my favorite RC racing is two-wheel drive short course truck. I always thought it was going to be four-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive is a bit more difficult. Four-wheel drive is like arcade racing. It's like racing on steroids. Whereas the two-wheel drive, you have to finesse the throttle, and it's a lot more technical. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion. A lot of people argue the true racing in the 110 scale scene is two-wheel drive buggy. But enough about talking about racing. I enjoy the feel of this truck. I think it will hold up to the abuse. Some pretty good moderate abuse you can give to it. It doesn't quite go too fast that I think you can wreck it crashing. Mind you, if you send it up over a high enough jump, that will probably do something. But I'd definitely like to bring this down to the skate park, give it a go. I'd like to put it on the GPS. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad, guys. Yeah, those hard wheels, they're gonna give you lots of donut fun. They are gonna last a long time. If you want something a little more grippy, you can leave the front ones on. You probably want to adjust, put a new set on the back. But as far as the shocks look, they look like they're holding up pretty good. The body looks good. The whole package looks good. It feels fun. It's nice to do some 110 scale RCing. I know I get quite a few of the smaller ones coming through the channel, but my true heart is here at the 110 scale size. I like that, the 1.8. The minis are a lot of fun too, don't get me wrong. And sometimes too, it all depends on what your budget is, what you can afford, and pick and choose what suits your area for RC and stuff. Let's see if we can take this up this hill here. It does have pretty good steering radius, so hope this lady doesn't mind bombing around. Woohoo! So I'm just gonna end the running part here, guys. You've pretty much seen what this thing can do at this basic setting here. I wanted to get out and give it a test. I'm glad it's a warm day and I don't have to come out here and freeze. I'll have a link below in the notes, guys. Thanks again to Gearbest for sending me to review this. It's got a few issues, as you can see here. I think the body is rubbing the back wheel a little bit, so just get some scissors out and trim it up. But not a big deal. The back tire is a little hard. And the last thing I want to point out is that battery tray. I'm not a big guy for charging the battery inside the RC, but this one might be a candidate. You put so much pressure to press these two things in, and the tray's got to comes down towards me, right? So you're pressing these two clips so hard, you need to have a finger on the other side to push it out, and it's kind of a little bit of awkward. But anyways, that's a minor gripe. Overall, I like it. The battery's pretty good. It's got a Dean's connector, some aluminum parts on it. I think the package looks good. I give it a thumbs up, guys. Again, the radio's cool too. Thanks for tuning in to this. Hope to catch you on the next one, guys. I got a buggy coming up shortly later this week. In a small scale, as will be Old Man Winter will return, so won't be able to get outside so much. Alright, again, guys, take care, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.